I remember I had cried going into the washroom also once
Oh
because
God.
I could not do anything. I was just like कि मैं कैसे manage करूँ अपने emotions को. I used to go alone into office. मैं किसी से बात नहीं करता था. Those were one of the toughest days, and you know it was really unexpected.
So, welcome guys one more time to another episode of Happily Whatever After. और आज के एपिसोड में हम बहुत ही स्पेशल चीज़ करने वाले हैं. सो पिछले एपिसोड में हमने कॉफ़ी विद करण खेला था मेरे साथ, और आज हम कॉफ़ी विद करण खेलेंगे करण के साथ.
मैं एक्चुअली मैं ना डर चुका हूँ क्योंकि आज ऐसा लग रहा है मुझे कि शोकी जिस तरीके से अपने एपिसोड में बताती है ना कि अब तक आपने जाना, तो उसमें वो जैसे इंटरोगेशन करने वाला आदमी होता है ना शोकी, मुझे ऐसा लग रहा है कि आज पूरी इंटरोगेशन करेगी और से
गौर से देखिए
इस आदमी को
इसे दिखाओ मैं सनसनी. गौर से देखिए इस आदमी को.
हाँ,
आज
तो
हम इसका इंटरव्यू लेने जा रहे हैं कि
देखो।
जब ये पहली बार पति बना तो इसके साथ क्या क्या कांड हुए.
ओ भाई साहब, so it's going to be fun.
So, but guys, I think we thought of these episodes for a reason.
Yeah.
That जो जितनी वाइफ्स हैं, जितनी गर्लफ्रेंड्स हैं और जितनी लड़कियां हैं जो अब शादी करने वाली हैं, उनको मैं अपना पर्सपेक्टिव दे सकूं. My intention was not to scare you. My intention was to tell you what happened with me, so
Yeah.
that you can save yourself.
True. Or save yourself and be better prepared. And if you guys have not thought about all these things, you guys should think about it and then step
talk
into
about it.
step into the next phase of your life. Talk
Yeah.
about it, plan it better.
Yeah.
And that was the idea. We have no thoughts about that marriage is bad or you should not get married or you should
Yeah.
not get into love and everything. We
But-
are just highlighting what we have gone through and also helping you out at the same time by our experiences.
But also, we want to tell you that shadi is not something that you need to do under some pressure, or you need to do because other people are doing it,
Yeah,
or you do without being sure of it.
sure.
मेरी चक्कर गिन्नी जैसी कहानी से हमें ये समझ में आया कि बेटा गोल 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 घूम के इस बात पे नहीं आ जाना है कि करनी है नहीं करनी है, करनी है नहीं करनी है, unless and until you are 250% श्योर.
Yeah,
मतलब 250 ग्राम का श्योरिटी तो होनी जरूरी ही है. अगर उतनी भी नहीं है तो भूल जाओ.
yeah,
3-4 साल और रिलेशनशिप निकालो,
Yeah.
अपनी प्रॉब्लम निकालो, थोड़ा रोना धोना करो, थोड़ा निब्बा निब्बी बनो, और फिर शादी के बारे में सोचना.
absolutely, absolutely.
No need to rush into a शादी because it's a different game altogether. Okay?
Yeah.
तो आज हम गेम खेलेंगे.
हाँ भाई, शुरुआत की जाए.
तो
Yeah.
कैसा लग रहा है आपको? अपने ही शो पे इंटरव्यू हो रहे हैं आप.
I'm feeling good. Yeah, I am like, happy about it that I am becoming a celebrity. Someone is interviewing me where I would have been interviewed. I'm good, I'm still the celebrity.
सर वैसे भी आप मेरी लाइफ के तो सेलिब्रिटी ही रहे ना.
हाँ, ये बात तो है. And you are also my celebrity, so you don't say this. I love you.
I love you too. हीरोपंती तो आपने बहुत ही करी ना मेरे साथ लाइफ में.
हाँ, वो तो करी.
हीरो तो तुम हो ही मेरी लाइफ
Yeah,
में,
yeah,
है ना?
yeah.
Puppy.
So yes,
So,
love you.
I want to ask you the very first question is कि जब तुम एक बोलते हैं ना कि एक लड़के से जब एक पति बने, तो तुम्हारी बहुत ऐसे मतलब आई वुड से कि मेरे जैसी तो नहीं थी, बॉलीवुड तो तुम्हें नहीं पसंद था, पर हर एक लड़के की ना एक इमेज होती है अपने दिमाग में.
True.
कि जब मेरी शादी होगी तो मेरी बीवी ऐसी सी कुछ होगी, और मेरी शादी के बाद लाइफ ऐसी सी कुछ होगी. तो वो तुम्हारी क्या इमेज थी और क्या वो इमेज मैच हो पाई रियलिटी से?
Okay, so first let me tell you that there was, as everyone knows, that I come from a very dysfunctional background. I have seen no successful marriages in my life apart from my sister's marriages, which also has some dysfunctionality, but that's still work in progress, or you can call it, it's there. But apart from it, my parents were also, my parents are also divorced, and I've seen fights about n number of times, matlab,
On a daily basis.
on a daily basis and on smaller issues. And I was very sure that when I will get married, I will do none of these things. I had planned that whoever comes into my life, I will give her that freedom. I will give her that whole confidence that I am there with you. That was already been planned, and somewhere down the line, I was successful in doing that when you came into my life and we got married. But जब मेरा शादी के पहले का जो नजरिया था, correct, that we were being friends, we were, you know, talking on daily basis, we had a you know, relationship which was very, it was a working relationship. I would call it in simple terms, it was a working relationship. It was not like के आधे में गाड़ी छूट रही है या चीजें बरोबर से नहीं चल रही है. That was already there. But when I got married, correct, the day we got married, everything shifted. For a man, it becomes like a dual responsibility to handle. In my life, I had this thing that I was handling two independent women, right? You were also independent, my mom was also independent, plus I was also, you know, balancing that how can I make you happy. For me, the most important thing was to keep you happy. Other than these things, it was secondary. So when I was going through overall process to make you happy, I could see that the dynamics of marriage that we see, that marriage में happily ever after हम जी जाते हैं, that did not happen, correct? What happened right was that I was able to make you calmer, but what I missed in that overall process is that कि मैंने उतना नहीं सोचा था कि when you will come, what will happen to you, that deep understanding of what will happen to you, what will happen to your identity, how will you come crashing down with your identity. That is something that I did not see, and because of which I was unable to you know, have any backup plan or anything that was there with me. I was doing whatever I could do to just make you happy. That was my end agenda. So those were the two distinct, you know, things that happened to me. One was that मैंने सोचा तो था कि मैं एकदम सही तरीके से सारी चीजें कर लूंगा, but I had not planned that what will happen if I so say for if the marriage is not going right, what will I do? That is where I missed the bus in that relationship. Yeah.
So I would also point out here that you and I never really had a fight. You know, in the whole relationship actually.
Correct.
Like ऐसा कभी भी नहीं हुआ that तुम और मैं लड़ाई झगड़ा कर रहे हैं, एक दूसरे के मुंह पे वो बंद कर रहे हैं, दरवाजा बंद कर रहे हैं, या चिल्ला रहे हैं, या we never raised our voices
True.
at all ever. We were the kind of people who would just actually I don't recall कि ऐसे कुछ छोटी मोटी चुंटर कुंटर हाँ चीजों पे हमारे कोई झगड़े हुए, because you were that man who always made me secure. You never hid your phone from me, and you were always an open book.
Correct.
कि हाँ मैंने गुलछर्रे उड़ाए पहले, और अब मैं तुम्हारे साथ हूँ, तो मैं तुम्हारे साथ हूँ.
Correct.
There is nothing shady going on.
Correct.
And obviously vice versa.
Correct.
So it was a very secure relationship like that, which we also came to understand कि हम दोनों के बीच में कोई problem नहीं है.
Correct.
It was external issues
Yeah.
that were creating problems for us.
Correct.
So when you told me before marriage कि no, everything will change and you will like everything will be fine, because I had my problems.
Correct.
I had my reasons to believe that ये नहीं चल सकता अच्छे से. So you convinced me that things will change. I know. So what was the kind of change that you were hoping to bring?
Okay. So firstly, when I told you before marriage that everything will sort out, right? Though you had your own reservations about that this will not work, but I have seen a very different life with my mom and dad, correct? And when my mom and dad were getting divorced, and I was supporting my mom at that point of time. I was continuously in support of her, and there was a lot of assurity that was being given to me by my mom that everything will happen in the right way. I will be a good mother-in-law. Things will be the right way. I will be an open, so-called modern, mother-in-law. But then, as we, as I started, as we went into the relationship, correct, the overall process became very different. I was pretty sure that my mom will understand. My mom will be sure because she has gone through so much. She has seen so much, and I have always been in support of her. But then I missed that bus that, at the end, that generational trauma that someone carries can also be carried forward and given to my loved one whom I loved, which was you at that point of time. That is something which I did not see it coming. But I was, what I'm trying to say here is that कि मेरे को ये अश्योरिटी थी कि सारी चीज़ें हो जाएगी, बट मैंने ये कभी बैकअप में सोचा ही नहीं था कि ये भी हो सकता है. सो माई थिंग वॉज दैट कि अगर हो भी गया, से फॉर एन एग्जाम्पल, इफ something turns out like whatever happened, there were minute issues in the start which happened in dowry, there was sorry, things happened. I was at the end, that's my nature to be always be hopeful that things will turn up, things will be in a better way. I will talk to mom and things will be okay. So जैसे शादी के पहले भी जो एक चीज हो रही थी, करेक्ट, सो दैट मेरे सामने सारी चीजें नहीं बोली जा रही थी, करेक्ट, मेरे पीछे बोली जाती थी तेरे से, एंड देन एवरीथिंग वाज बीइंग डिस्कस्ड behind my back. So when this thing started happening in front of me, I was myself in shock at that point of time that यार ये क्या हो रहा है मेरे साथ में, where am I going actually, I had planned something else, but this is something which is very different. So if I have to say in simple words, my mind was trying to balance, बोलते ना, reality hit कर गई थी suddenly.
ये कब हुआ था? क्योंकि why I'm asking this is because शादी के बाद भी तुम्हारे सामने तो होती ही नहीं थी चीजें, तो तुमको कब ये दिखने लगा था?
सो वो दिखने कब लगा था, शो दैट कि हमारे डिस्टेंस बढ़ते जा रहे थे, मैं कुछ भी कर रहा था तुम्हारे लिए, that smile on your face had been lost. I could not see you happy at any given point of time, क्योंकि वो मुझे भी लगने लगा था ना. क्या हुआ कि मैं एक अलग बंदा था घर पे, करेक्ट. आई वॉज अ डिफरेंट पर्सन व्हेन आई गॉट मैरिड, सॉरी बिफोर मैरिज, बट व्हेन आई गॉट मैरिड आई वॉज अ डिफरेंट पर्सन, राइट. व्हाट हैपेंस इन जनरल लाइफ ऑफ अ मेल इज दैट कि वो अपने घर पे जिस तरीके से है उसको वो एक्सेप्ट किया जाता है, जैसा भी रहता है. सो फॉर मी, फर्स्टली द मिस्टेक विच आई डिड वॉज दैट आई वॉज लिविंग इन डुअलिटी विथ माई फैमिली, दैट आई वॉज लिविंग डुअल लाइफ. व्हेन आई से डुअल लाइफ, उसके पहले जो मैं दिखा रहा था शादी के पहले, I was of a reserved person. मैं घर पे बताता नहीं था that I would have done so many things. I had smoked, I was drinking. My mom was a Radha Swami. She never agreed of me, and everything happened. But slowly and steadily, when you came into my life, things started changing. I started becoming, okay by telling her that I do whatever I wanted to do. But she never accepted that I am this kind of a person. Correct. And when you got married, correct, I was of the opinion that when she will see both of us together living and making a life, she will understand that, wow, this is a brilliant thing that has happened into my life. Because for her also, it was like a new couple coming into her life. She has his own son who is getting married, and if her son is married to the woman that he loves, what else can be the best thing, correct? And when this thing started happening, I could see that overall dynamics between you and mom started changing, correct? That undercurrent started evolving slowly and steadily. So मेरे लिए ये समझ ही नहीं पड़ रहा था कि यार ऐसा क्या हो गया कि यार चीजें जो मैंने सोची थी वैसे हो ही नहीं रही है, correct? So that is the whole thing, right? So that कि a daughter will always remain a daughter. A daughter-in-law cannot become a daughter. That started hitting me so hard at that point of time, because you started moving away. You started going to stay at Roshni's place. You were not smiling with me. We were going on dinners. I was taking you to places. There was always a back pain at your shoulder. You had this, बोलते ना, मायूसी वाला चेहरा हमेशा रहता था. And I could see that a independent woman who has been living her life in Bombay for 7 8 years and now got married, and she has been given a house inside a house which is a room to be living into it, and that smile which you had was not seen, and I had that reality check coming in. Yeah.
So you were somewhere hoping that um, your family will, who has had dysfunctional dynamics always,
Yeah.
will be happy to see you
Yeah.
in a happy functional marriage.
Absolutely. That was my idea. That was my idea. Yeah.
But then why do you think that they were not happy, or they were not acting like it?
It's not about, they were not happy. They were happy with whatever it was. But for them, marriage is like this. Marriage में ये सारी चीजें होती हैं. That is the normal thing. But if I have to elaborate that कि किस तरीके से वो चीज़ों को देखते हैं, वो बहुत मायने रखता है. करेक्ट. फॉर मी, as we discussed and I told you that for me, I wanted just you to be happy. It did not matter that whether you change your name. It did not matter whether what you wore. It did not matter whether you cooked food for me or not. It did not matter whether you are coming late or not. It did not matter that you will be able to talk to any male guy when I am there or not. It did not matter what kind of, what does society say when you walk out of the house. It did not matter to me at any given point of time. But for them, these are the things which actually matter. I also started realizing it later. बोलने के लिए बहुत आसान होता है families को कि यार हम ऐसे हैं, हम ऐसे हैं, ऐसे हैं. But करना बहुत जरूरी होता है. The stand is the most important thing. They could not take that stand. They were not able to accept that yes, I am having a happy married life and आपको ये सारी चीजें नहीं करनी है. जो गलत है वो गलत है. That acceptance is one of the biggest things that my family missed.
And also I feel that the trauma that they went through
Yeah.
was never healed.
True. That.
They never had a guidance or help
Yeah.
or any kind of therapy to heal from an abusive marriage
Yeah.
or a dysfunctional family dynamics where you've been taken to court and there has been character assassination and
Yeah.
like random, मतलब कोर्ट में जाने से तो सब डर्टी उछलता है ना.
हाँ, वो तो
So
बिल्कुल
it's obviously a mental trauma always.
Yeah.
And that was never erased.
True.
So coming from that bad a marriage, of course for them we were living a privileged
life. आपको like for us, like आपको सब कुछ दिया जा रहा है, आपको कुछ बोला नहीं जा रहा है, आप जॉब कर रहे हो. That was the one of the biggest thing, that कि you are getting a बहू which is basically working. मतलब आप उससे ज़्यादा तो कुछ सोच ही नहीं सकते हो ना. सोसाइटी में तो ये अभी भी चलता है ना कि यार अगर तुम्हारी बहू आ रही है तो वो घर पे बैठनी चाहिए, वो बाहर नहीं निकलनी चाहिए. करेक्ट. एंड फॉर देम इट वाज लाइक कि अगर बहू बाहर काम करने जा रही है, मैंने ये प्रिविलेज दे दिया तो बहुत हो गया.
So I also wanted to ask that when we had pointedly talked about this fact that I was unsure of being able to live with the family, and you had seen that during the hospital phase and after
Correct.
those days in the hospital. So did you take any special measures before marriage to make sure that when I come into the picture, those things do not happen again?
Yeah. So I remember that I had a very intense discussion where I discussed with my mom that what had gone wrong when we were supposed to get married, correct? And when I met with an accident, and that's when I proposed to you, right? कि that show शादी कर लेते हैं, मैं कर लूँगा सब कुछ.
So you had this conversation after the accident?
Yeah, after the accident. और उसके पहले भी मैंने प्लान किया था. ऐसा नहीं बोल सकता हूँ कि मैंने प्लान नहीं किया था. But so my only fault which I foresee is that I was too hopeful and too much, like you can say I was like a mama's boy. You can say that कि मेरे को अपनी मॉम पे ज़्यादा विश्वास था that this will be the right way and she will agree to what I say. Not today, not tomorrow, but someday when I get married and I see that how happy I'm living, it will be okay, it will be fine for it, correct? And मैंने उस मल्टीपल डिस्कशंस किए, ऐसा नहीं कि एक टाइम डिस्कशन नहीं हुआ, 2 टाइम डिस्कशन नहीं हुआ, 3 टाइम डिस्कशन नहीं हुआ. There were multiple discussions, but everything was going for a toss when you know all those things started happening, the whole thing. And one more thing which I believe is that the whole friction started happening of two independent women. You were suffering largely because of that.
I would I would also say that more than an independent woman, it was just a power struggle. I was an independent woman. She was a person who is now living in her own life
Yeah, yeah.
without any rope talk
Hmm.
from somebody else, and then that hierarchy, right?
ये
Of-
बड़ों से पूछ के करो, ये करो.
हाँ,
Hmm.
which was always a factor in her mind.
Yeah, that
He-
was that.
When she first came to meet my dad also, she had to bring somebody else
Yeah,
to be the bada
yeah.
in the conversation. So here also, even though she could see that you and I are complete responsible people,
Yeah.
and we are taking a lot of responsibilities
Hmm.
in the household also, somewhere she could not let go
Yeah, one
of
very
her control over the
very
household.
interesting fact that you have noticed was that ki, with my mom it was always this whole influence of friends, correct, which were also coming from a dysfunctional background,
Hmm.
correct. So that has also played a larger role, that ki society क्या कहेगी, that was of the
Paramount
कि यार ये होना
importance.
चाहिए, तब
Yeah.
जाके चीजें सही है रिलेशनशिप में. और then you should have a control over everything. So like पहले वाले जो सास बहू और जो घर के जो फैमिली डायनामिक्स होते थे, वो यही होता था ना कि बड़ा एक रहेगा और वो घर
जो
को
बोलेगा.
कंट्रोल करेगा, जो
हाँ.
वो बोलेगा वो ही होगा, करेक्ट. So for my mom also it came somewhere down the line that ki she also wanted that whole power game, that you know if I say something that should happen, and both my kids, which were you and me at that point of time, should understand that what I'm going through is the right thing and it should not go anywhere else, and if I say this thing then it should be the right thing to do.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Also, like after marriage, it's a big deal when you uh, it's a huge financial change for a man as well,
Yeah.
because there is um, one more person in the household.
Mm. Mm.
So the finances would change, although you and I were sharing everything
Mm.
equally
Correct.
when we were living there.
Yeah.
But still we took some financial decisions which in today's time you and I both agree were wrong.
Yeah, yeah. So I completely agree. So that we have been very open about our finances and we have been very intimate about our finances, and that's what we have always been doing, and that is one of the biggest strengths that we both have today, and that is where our relationship also started building. जो बोलते हैं
I
ना
think
कि
it's constantly evolving.
it's constantly evolving,
Yeah.
but one of the base of our relationship start was all about finances, to be open about finances.
Yeah.
And where we go, what we do, how we live, what exactly is required is something always being discussed. So yes, one of the biggest challenges which were being faced after we got married, and then the
And
financial
very soon.
Yeah,
after
very
we got
soon
married,
after-
like within a month of marriage.
within a month of marriage. So I remember what happened is that when we when we got married, correct, at that point of time my mom had a boutique and she was going to the boutique, though some of the Marwadi loans were being taken off, and there was some amount of money which we got to know at that point of time, which
You-
was
you
yeah, I
got
got
to
to know
know.
that that amount was more. And if you are coming into my house, I also wanted to decide that if something happens, so we had a discussion, if something happens or if you wanted to take a leave or if you wanted to do something, then what will happen at that point of time. Because today, you know we both are working, but if something happens, then what will happen tomorrow? So that was the discussion with this journey started, and we started handling those finances. And I got to know that, dude, mom also has an amount of around 5 to 9 lakh rupees of amounting, which was still pending to be provided to Marwadi loan, which was there. And you know, when we took that decision, it was an eye opener for both of us. And I am really sorry that you have to go through that point of time, because we took that decision, but that decision was actually damaging for both of us, because what happened in that whole thing was that I was not able to save any salary. I was
So
not
what
having.
we decided, like just to be clear for the audience, what we decided to do was that since we realized that mom's boutique was running into losses,
Yeah.
and she was running it with the losses
Hmm.
by taking more loans.
Yeah.
So the whole business did not make sense,
Yeah.
because eventually it was just paying the people through taking more loans.
Yeah.
So there was no break even, there was no money coming in.
Hmm.
It was just money getting accumulated in loans.
Hmm.
So what Karan and I decided at that point of time was to shut the boutique down,
Yeah.
tell mom to be at home,
Hmm.
and take on 5 to 9 lakhs of more personal loan
I had taken that
Huh.
loan. Yeah.
on Karan's name.
And pay off everyone.
Yeah. And I was contributing to running the household in terms of, so since now mom used to run the whole thing,
Yeah.
so she used to bring groceries also, she used to manage the whole household.
Yeah.
But now that we are telling her to sit at home,
Yeah.
so it becomes our responsibility
Responsibility.
to take care of everything.
True.
Right? So
True.
we decided to take care of the groceries also,
Yeah.
of bringing in the ration,
Yeah.
right? Because there was no money coming into her anymore.
Yeah. True.
It
True.
was
We
everything
were
that
providing her
we
that
were
monthly
providing.
money also, and
Yeah.
taking off her.
So we were
Yeah.
giving her monthly money, and
Yeah.
we were taking care of the house.
True. True. True.
So this resulted into
Yeah.
Karan coming back to
Square one.
zero savings,
Yeah.
like cut to cut salary.
Cut to cut salary.
But we were okay with that also, कि ठीक है चलो हम ये छोड़ देते हैं,
Hmm.
because my salary can be used for saving
Yeah.
and current salary is for everything else.
True. True.
But what this financial decision did to us was double damage,
Yeah.
because suddenly mom had nothing else to do in life but to focus on us
Correct. Correct. Correct.
after so many years of
Running the business
running
and
her
doing
own.
whatever she
Haan,
could do.
so
Yeah.
she used to be out of the house,
Yeah.
up and about on her own
Yeah. Yeah.
all day long.
Yeah.
But now suddenly she was home, she was meeting her friends, she was
Hmm.
going to satsang, doing
Yeah.
everything, and at the end of the day focusing on the both of us,
Correct. Correct.
of what time we are coming back home,
Hmm.
what do we want to eat. So she just fully revolved all her life around
Both of us.
around both of us, and which was not the best thing to do,
Yeah.
because we lost our space.
Yeah, this was there. And so I always had this when we were talking about what was my thought process before marriage and after marriage. Before marriage, because I've seen my mom struggle so much. She's been living her life, seeing fights, working in a boutique, working as a beautician, going to doorsteps for selling clothes, and doing so many things. I've always wanted to give her that life, that she should sit home and do that. But I again never thought that if I do something like this, the whole dynamics of the house will change and it will only be both of us. So this should actually have been thought about by me in previous state. And plus, the kind of money or the loan that was being taken on Marwadi loan, it was huge, and that actually impacted our relationship to a larger extent, because I remember that it was a very big decision that we took. And because of that decision, somewhere down the line, that whole conversation also was really heavy between both of us, because you came with a certain expectation that this is what my life would be, and this is how I wanted, this is my life would be, because as we discussed in previous episodes, that you come with a certain expectation from
Yeah,
you know, and
everybody
everybody
believes that life will get better after
life will be
shadi.
yeah, but then the whole situation of this whole financial decision that we took was really bad, and I'm really sorry for that thing happening.
And I
to you,
think it was for both of us, it was back to square one.
yeah,
What happened to us when we first time broke up was with all of those issues, right? And then somehow, even after marriage,
yeah,
we were still paying off loans. We
Hmm.
still did not have enough savings to spend on ourselves.
yeah,
And we still had to think twice कि अगर तुम्हें और मुझे कहीं घूमने जाना है तो हम जाएं या नहीं जाएं,
नहीं जाए, I remember that.
या हम कहीं बाहर खाना खाने जा रहे हैं तो
कितने का खर्चा करें, कौन
हाँ.
से रेस्टोरेंट में जाएं, कितना खर्चा होगा,
Yeah.
yeah, we used to calculate that.
and this was also another reason that we took over groceries.
True.
So that we can find the cheapest
Hmm.
places, we can research and we can get whatever minimized.
Way of doing it.
Way
I
of
remember that
doing it.
whenever there used to be a sale, we used to go, and we used to. So Chembur does not have a DMart, and we used to go to DMart to Navi Mumbai and bring our
Yeah.
groceries and do the shopping. I remember that.
Yeah, and we used to get everything in bulk.
Yeah.
कि एक दो तीन
Yeah. Big jumbo
items.
3 bags.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Used to be there. And somehow it used to happen that we were both still told that this is not good enough.
Yeah.
This is not how you do shopping.
Mhm.
You don't know anything about grocery shopping or running the household. And maybe Karan did not know that he was doing it for the first time, but I was doing it for a very long time.
Yeah.
And I was doing it for 2 houses. I was doing it for me and Roshni,
Yeah.
and I was also doing it for my home
In
in
Indore.
Indore.
For your
because my
family.
mom used to do it before me. So afterwards, every time I used to go to Indore, grocery shopping and running the household and doing everything else used to be my
Yeah.
thing with dad. That
Yeah.
he could not understand how to manage all of those things, so we both used to go and I used to do that
Hmm.
for him.
Hmm.
So I knew how to do it.
Yeah.
But then suddenly at the age of 29, 30, I am being told that I don't know any of it
True. True.
after doing it for a long time.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So that was also creating a lot of bad vibes
Hmm.
between the two
The-
of us.
Yeah, two of us, and the whole dynamics was getting
Yeah.
damaged. Yeah.
Yeah. And I also feel that what you and I would have had as expectations
Mm-hmm.
or perception of a married life
Yeah.
was just lost.
True. You're absolutely right that हमारा जो पूरा एक perception था that कि शादी के बाद हम कैसे जीने चाहिए, क्या होना चाहिए, क्या नहीं होना
हम
चाहिए
सिर्फ
लाइफ में.
ऐसा लग रहा था कि हम शादी के पहले 6 महीने में नहीं है. ऐसा लग रहा था कि हम शादी के कुछ 15वें 20वें साल में है, जहाँ पे हम सिर्फ मंडेन रूटीन की चीजें करते हैं.
Yeah.
और like what I keep telling you was कि you were my दूर का रिश्तेदार. It used to really feel like it.
Yeah. True. Absolutely true.
But like how today when we are discussing all of these things,
Hmm.
you are able to pinpoint everything and say the right things
Hmm.
and understand my perspective.
Hmm.
But back then I was not telling you my perspective. You were just seeing things happen.
Hmm.
So were there any like what were you seeing at that point of time from your perspective? I was not saying because I was in the guilt कि मैं किसी दिन पलट के बोलूंगी करण को कि मुझसे नहीं हो पा रहा है ये, तो करण मुझे बोलेगा कि पर ये तो मेरी फैमिली है.
Hmm.
तो so what was your reason to not talk about it? Why did you not come up to me and tell me that show I see you so unhappy, what is the problem?
So पहली बात तो मेरे लिए भी वो एक पूरा एक अलग सी जिंदगी थी because I was also going through that overall process of understanding what happens after marriage. And I was really fighting my own self that मुझे क्या क्या सही करना है. For me, when I had from childhood, when I have grown up, correct, मैंने ये देखा था कि यार मॉम को छोड़ के रहना एक सवाल नहीं था. That is how I was being born and brought up, and that is the overall gamut that I was like कि ये कभी सुधरेगा, कैसे सुधरेगा, क्यों, कैसे सुधारूं मैं उसको, because it was not that it was only and only you who I was sorry, it was not like it was only you who was my duty to keep happy. Being the only man in the house, it also became a responsibility for me to keep my mom happy. And for the only child who is coming from a dysfunctional family, who is coming from a divorced background, mom and dad getting divorced, it is a very hard thing for that man or for that person who is going through to have a financial understanding, also have that financial responsibility towards both the mother also and towards the wife also. Plus at the same time he also has to understand that he has to keep his calm at both sides. It cannot happen that, you know, it turns to, you know, a fight or an ugly situation between all three of us. So he has to keep his mind at a calmer place. So my duty at that point of time in my head was that कि यार भाई कुछ भी हो जाए तो शांत रहे, चीजें निकलेगी, be hopeful. And hence I could not talk to you in that detail at that point of time, because मेरे लिए at the end वो important था कि यार मैं जो भी करूँ वो बेस्ट करूँ, जितना कर सकता हूँ उतना बेस्ट करूँ, whether it is for my mom, whether it is for my wife, which was you. And I come across with, you know, some solution to it, and God gives me some hand holding, or he provides me that चीज़ें अच्छी हो जाए. But चीज़ें अच्छी हो ही नहीं रही थी. As we discussed that, you know, when we got married, things became ugly. You were going to office, there were undercurrents that happened, there were, you know, my duty was becoming that how do I balance the act, and you know, that whole Marwadi loan came into picture. We took that decision, we were not able to discuss anything, and that whole, you know, loop started happening, and I could not discuss anything with you.
And also I remember that you were into a new job. You started a new job in the middle of all of
yes,
this.
yes.
So, and which was your dream job.
Yeah.
So it was the biggest thing in your life, but at the same time, again, like I was not able to be happy in my job and live an emotionally drained out life like this.
Yeah.
So how was it for you? How were you able to manage at the new job?
It's a very funny question. I mean, I'm just laughing right now. So I remember that कि मेरे लिए उस समय ना सारी चीजें ना प्रायोरिटी बन चुकी थी. ठीक है, मेरे को सबको प्रायोरिटी देनी थी, एंड दैट वाज द होल थिंग. करेक्ट, बिकॉज मैंने शादी करी एट दैट पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम, न्यूली मैरिड गाय. ठीक है, उसके बाद मैंने रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी ली कि मैं मॉम को घर पे बिठा दूंगा. ठीक है, उसके बाद मैंने नए जॉब की रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी ली, और तीनों चीज़ें एक साथ चल रही है मेरे सर पे. सो कैन जस्ट इमेजिन दिस दैट कि मैं सवेरे उठता हूँ, आई हैव टू बी विथ यू, आई हैव टू बी ओके विथ वट एवर यू आर टेलिंग मी, एंड आई हैव टू बी विथ दैट डायनामिक्स. And then sometimes, you know, mom is calling me that what are you doing, how is happening, because there was already undercurrent which was flowing between you and mom, me and mom also, because I had multiple discussions with mom also at that point of time that I can see what you were doing, you know, few of the things had also discussed. I remember that if you remember that I only told you that you go inside, let me talk to my mom for some time, and you know, you were not happy with it, and then we used to discuss inside the room that what I had discussed with mom, what was the discussion. So that was happening, and plus in my job I was taking an added responsibility of being a trade marketing manager at that point of time, and it was my dream job, because before this job I was always, you know, working as an event manager, and it was
a
lower hung job, because वहाँ पे बहुत सारी event agencies होती है and everything, and this was my dream job. Why? Because I did, you know, my MBA just to get into the corporate side, because मैं clients के साथ काम करता था, और मुझे
agency to corporate, you had to
agency to corporate, because that is where the whole, you know, life dynamics changes, and if I do not perform at that point of time, I will be seen as a loser. So मेरे लिए वो एक बहुत बड़ा स्ट्रगल था, बिकॉज आई यूज्ड टू ऑलवेज गिव 100% एट माई जॉब. भले कुछ भी हो जाए, कितनी भी चीज़ें हो जाए, मुझे ये था कि यार नहीं, फोकस करना है तो मैं फोकस उसी पे करूँगा. मैं जब भी ऑफिस पहुँचता था, it was a very overwhelming situation at that point of time. I remember I had cried going into the washroom also once,
Oh
because
God.
because I could not do anything. I was just like कि मैं कैसे manage करूँ अपने emotions को, because I had to manage so many things at that point of time, and I was struggling with it. I just have to be with, and I still am very thankful that I went to Vipassana at that point of. I mean, I had Vipassana, which gave me strength, which made me calmer in those situations, in that whole turmoil, so that I can balance at the end.
Also, now that you are saying it, I also remembered that there was a day when there were multiple days actually when I used to just go to office
Mm.
and cry every day
Yeah,
on the metro.
yeah,
And it's a very दर्द भरी पोएट्री काइंड ऑफ थिंग कि भीड़ में भी जब अकेले होते हैं तो वो ट्रू फीलिंग आती थी मुझे कि आई एम प्रेस्ड अगेंस्ट अदर पीपल, इतनी भीड़ है,
Mm.
बट आई एम क्राइंग एंड नोबडी
Notices it.
notices.
Yeah.
I can just cry
Yeah,
in anonymity.
yeah.
But it was such a common affair
Mm.
that I used to do it every other day,
Yeah,
and I was crying.
yeah.
I could not believe myself that I was crying. It
Yeah.
had reached that
Yeah.
level because I never cry.
Yeah.
And I was crying,
Mm.
and there was a complete stranger. I still have her number on my phone.
Mm.
There was a complete stranger called Akshata
Mm.
who held me while I cried,
Mm.
who told me that you have my number, you take my number right
Mm.
away,
Yeah.
and you don't cry
Yeah.
ever again.
Yeah.
If you want to cry,
Mm.
you call me.
Yeah.
This is my number. You call me any time of the day, day and night. And I was so, it was like some angel sent to me by God to say that everything will be fine.
Mm.
Because when she said that, I realized what I'm doing
Mm.
with my life.
Correct.
When she saw me with that much pain and anger or guilt or whatever you call it, I felt like this is what I am reduced to,
Yeah.
that I am crying alone
Mm.
in metros
Yeah.
or in office.
Mm.
In office, everybody could see.
True. True.
Everybody knew that there is some issue going on after Shoki got married,
Yeah.
and nothing is going right with her.
Yeah.
Which is why they were kind enough to never point out कि why are you not writing anything.
True.
They literally gave me like a sabbatical for 6 months कि इसकी शादी हुई, इसके साथ बहुत trauma हो रहा है,
Mm.
इसको छोड़ दो, इससे नहीं हो पाएगा. And I would like to tell this to the listeners that do you see this, guys? Karan was crying at his office in his washroom, and I was crying on my way to office every day,
Yeah.
and yet somehow we could not tell this to each other. We are
Yeah.
telling this today after
Yeah.
6-7 years of marriage.
Yeah.
And can you imagine the situation that we both were in?
Yeah. Yeah.
And the irony is that nobody else
Knows about this.
nobody else bothered
Yeah.
about it,
Yeah.
and we never shared it
Yeah.
with anyone.
Mm.
And if we would have let it go on like that, we would have ended up living apart, right?
Living apart. So I remember, so while you talking about that, Akshata came in, and so when I was in office, and it was my new office, and when I joined in office, I got a very khadus boss, and I would call it khadus him anymore, because he's the one because of which he made me understand the whole industry,
He
how it
trained
works.
you.
He trained me, and he मतलब मैं वो उस 6 महीने के अंदर इन जॉब आई वाज लाइक कि मेरे को जॉब छोड़नी है, मैं जा रहा है.
घिस गया था.
उसने इतना घिसा है, बट आफ्टर 6 months आई वाज लाइक कि डूड, I know what I am doing. That is what he did. Yes, that happened into my job. Plus, Manuj was the guy who knew that I am recently married, and he gave me hope that कि भाई शादी में ऐसी चीजें होती है, होल्ड कर ले, लंबी सांस ले ले, इतनी चिंता मत कर. बिकॉज आई यूज टू कॉन्स्टेंटली वर्क. अगर वो लोग नीचे जाते थे कुछ भी खाने के लिए, पीने के लिए, और स्मोक ब्रेक एट दैट पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम, मैं बोलता था नहीं तुम लोग जाओ, मैं अकेला ही जाऊंगा. So I used to go alone into office. मैं किसी से बात नहीं करता था. Then sudden shift that started happening, and he noticed that ki, dude, what is happening with you? He just kept a arm over my shoulder and he's like कि भाई क्या हो गया तेरे को? मैं बोला नहीं ऐसे ही just चल रहा है घर
And
पे
he was
थोड़ा.
also practically a complete stranger to you
Yeah,
at that
complete
point of
stranger.
time.
Yeah, he was a complete stranger to me, and yeah, those are the things which happened with us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I think this was also a divine intervention in our story where, like, since you and I were not talking to each other, we had lost each other as friends.
Yeah.
And we were दूर के रिश्तेदार now.
Mm-hmm.
The God sent other people to remind us
Yeah.
that everything will be okay. Don't worry. Don't
True.
worry.
True.
This too shall pass.
Yeah, this too shall pass.
Yeah. Also, like I was saying before, right? Ki, you were into a new job.
Hmm.
I was not happy in my job and in my life, and I was not able to perform.
Correct.
So, in all of this,
Hmm.
we used to come home to, again, like, no alone time
True.
or no space where
Hmm.
it was just you and me,
Hmm.
because it was a common space where mom was home all
Correct.
the time,
Correct.
and she was either watching TV or
Hmm.
sitting on the sofa or
Hmm.
doing whatever, or waiting for us to get home
Correct.
so that she could engage with us,
Hmm.
right? So it was just like I used to be overwhelmed with the fact that there is just zero alone time with you, apart from the dates that we go out to,
Hmm.
where we are eating
Hmm.
and avoiding conversation. There was no alone time in extended periods,
Yeah.
and when it only happened in the initial period, like first 1 month of shadi, when she still had the boutique and she had gone to satsang and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Uske baad, once she was home, then she was home.
True.
So I was also feeling that, and then what used to happen with mom and Didi, that they used to leave me alone in the hall and go away and talk to each other in the room.
Hmm.
The same thing used to happen with you and mom,
Yeah.
that you used to tell me that you go inside, I will come,
Yeah.
and then you used to talk to mom for an extended period of time, and then you used to come home. So I used to really feel like a child,
Hmm.
कि जैसे बड़े बात करते हैं घर में तो बच्चों को बोल देते हैं ना कि तुम जाओ बाहर खेलो.
Hmm.
So I really used to feel that this shunned child, कि हम जो यूनिट है 3 लोग, ये हम बड़े हैं
Hmm.
और तुम कल के आए हुए बच्चे हो.
Correct.
So you are really not a part of the family.
Hmm.
You just, तुम्हारे सामने बात करना is not a thing.
Correct.
Just be away from
True.
all our conversations.
Hmm.
So I truly never felt like a part of the family.
So I remember what I used to do is that मैं घर पे आता था और I used to tell you that कि show you go into your room. हम खाना खा के आते थे. खाना खाने के बाद ऑफिस से आता था, खाना खाते थे हम, और मैं तुमको बोलता था कि show go to your room and I will give you. So that was also a part of balancing act between you and mom. I used to not, because I was truly, so this was one of the hindrances for a only man who is basically there in the house, who has become a man right now and who has got married, the only son. So मेरा ये रहता था कि show में I used to tell you go home, go inside the room and sit. I will come and I will give some time to my mom also and discuss how was a day and what was happening. That was really a wrong part from my side, because what was happening is मैंने ये गलती कर ली उस समय कि मैंने ये दिखा दिया कि both of them are important at that point of time. My mom is also a priority and you are also a priority. In fact, I gave you second priority in her eyes, because मैं उसके सामने तेरे को बोला था तू शो घर रूम में जा, मैं आता हूँ and I will come later. So that became a wrong impression in front of my mom, that she is the most important part in my life and you are the second important part, where actually it should be reversed. I want to tell the audience, the guys, when they get married, if they are doing this kind of mistake and if they are not prioritizing their partner, they are doing the biggest blunder into their life. Because for me, if Shoki was the priority and for me it was her, I should have given her the priority to make her comfortable. Whatever she needs, I give her the first priority so that she is comfortable living in the house. मेरे लिए मैंने जब ये चीज़ करी, मैंने अपने मॉम को प्रायोरिटी दी, it became a एकदम गलत चीज हो गई, बिकॉज इट गेव अ फीलिंग दैट यू नो ये बहू है, ये जो बेटा है, ये बेटे बहू की तरह ही ट्रीट करेगा उसको, कभी अपनी बीवी की तरह नहीं ट्रीट करेगा. सो यू नो इट वाज लाइक कि Karan is in my team, Shoki is being left alone. The whole team between me and Shoki started breaking up at that point of time, and that was one of the worst things that can happen in any relationship. So I remember that yaar kuch bhi ho jaye, today your parents have lived their life, they have you know gone through whatever they wanted to go. When you get married, you both guys are starting a new life, and if you don't prioritize your partner, that is the biggest mistake that you can do. So please, please, please always prioritize your partner over everything else, then is your family. So your wife should be the first priority over everything else. You cannot give any priority than your wife. मतलब उसके अलावा कुछ नहीं दिखना चाहिए आपको.
and this applies in a long term way guys, और ये हम लोग नहीं बोल रहे क्योंकि हमने नहीं किया था, ये हमने सीखा है
Correct.
from various counselors and therapists and people who have healed us and
Yeah.
healed our relationship eventually.
Yeah.
That आप अगर ये नोटिस करोगे कि जब आप पैदा होते हो तो आपकी मम्मी आपको एक बेटे की तरह प्यार करती है, आपकी बहन आपको एक भाई की तरह प्यार करती है, आपका भाई आपको एक भाई की तरह प्यार करता है, और आप जब बच्चे पैदा करते हो तो वो आपको एक माँ बाप की तरह प्यार करते हैं.
Correct.
एक ही इंसान है पूरी दुनिया में जो आपको आपके लिए प्यार करता है, आप जो हो उस चीज के लिए प्यार करता है, और वो ही इंसान है जो पूरे वक्त लाइफ में आपके साथ रहने वाला है. वी कीप सेइंग इट, आई कीप सेइंग इट, लाइफ पार्टनर, लाइफ पार्टनर.
Yeah.
मम्मी नहीं रहेगी पूरे लाइफ, बहन नहीं रहेगी पूरे लाइफ, भाई नहीं रहेगा, बाप नहीं रहेगा,
Yeah.
तुम्हारा लाइफ पार्टनर रहेगा.
Yeah.
तुम अगर उसको प्रायोरिटी नहीं दोगे तो कब उसको प्रायोरिटी दोगे? 10 साल बाद जब
Yeah.
ये बाकी सब लोगों की अपनी अपनी कहानी चल रही होगी, तब आपको याद आएगा कि मेरी एक बीवी है जो ही मेरे बुढ़ापे तक मेरे साथ रहने वाली है, तो अब मैं उसको प्रायोरिटी देता हूँ. तब तक रिलेशनशिप मर चुकी होती है.
True, true, true. So yes, that is very, very
and
important.
same goes for the wives also.
Yeah.
I would say for wives also you have to remember that तुम्हारी मम्मी तुमको कुछ बोले, तुम्हारी बहन तुमको कुछ बोले, तुम्हारी बेस्ट फ्रेंड तुमको कुछ बोले, तुम्हारा पति ही तुम्हारी प्रायोरिटी है और रहेगा और रहना चाहिए.
Yeah, yeah.
अगर आप दूसरों की बातें सुन के अपनी प्रायोरिटीज ऊपर नीचे करने लगे तो हो गई रिलेशनशिप, हो गया प्यार, फिर कहानी खत्म, पैसा नहीं.
Dysfunctional में जीते रहो.
हाँ, फिर वो चलता रहेगा वैसे. तो we had a choice here
Yeah.
to either do that or like at this juncture that we are discussing of our relationship, we did not have any communication. We were both suffering alone by ourselves.
Yeah.
And we both had lost each other
In the journey.
while living under the same roof, sleeping on the same bed,
Yeah.
living in the same room.
Under one roof, same. Yeah. It's a very hard days right now. While I'm talking, I'm just realizing it that those were one of the toughest days, and you know it was really unexpected. मतलब आपका जो एक perception होता है ना शादी को लेके, और आपकी जो एक reality stuck करती है, वो बहुत different होती है. So yes, that was a really hard time for both of us.
और ये सब कुछ हमारी पहली एनिवर्सरी भी नहीं, हमारी 6 month एनिवर्सरी के पहले हो चुका था. So happy realization to both of us.
रायते.
And happy रायते जो खत्म ही नहीं हुए.
खत्म ही नहीं हुए. चल ही रहे हैं यार, जिंदगी में रायते बनाओ, खाओ.
जिंदगी का नाम है रायता. So let's come to शिक्षा करण. बहुत लंबा चौड़ा हमने ज्ञान बांटा है.
Yeah.
हालांकि आई वुड से कि ये दोनों एपिसोड्स के हर एक लाइन में शिक्षा है,
शिक्षा है
जो हमारे साथ हुई है,
साथ हुई है.
जो
But
हमने
yes,
सीखी है.
we can always give
But
them
we
the
can
top
summarize
priorities,
them.
summarize
Yes,
them.
yes.
So for me, for all the males which are listening to, you know, us, and I'm so happy that you guys are listening to us, that आप जब भी शादी करते हो ना बस, इंडियन फैमिलीज में, ठीक है, बहू को एक अलग दर्जा दिया जाता है, ठीक है, बहू को बहू बोला जाता है. इट इज़ योर ड्यूटी टू मेक हर प्लेस इन द फैमिली. अगर आप नहीं खड़े होगे उसके साथ, शी इज गोइंग टू लिव लाइक अ मेड, you know, conveniently everyone will step over her, everyone will come and say whatever they want to say. It is your duty to come and talk to her, give her that priority that she requires, give her that love that she requires, give her everything that she's always dreamt of you when you were supposed to get married. शादी के पहले हम बहुत सारी चीज़ें प्रॉमिस करते हैं, शादी के बाद वो सारी चीज़ें हम भूल जाते हैं. सो फॉर यू इट इज़ वेरी वेरी इम्पॉर्टेंट दैट आप अपनी बीवी को प्रायोरिटी दो और उसके साथ हाथ पकड़ के पूरी जर्नी करो. उसके अलावा द मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट थिंग विच आई विल टेल यू इज दैट सेकेंड शिक्षा विच आई फील इज दैट अगर आप लोगों के साथ कम्युनिकेशन गैप है, start building it since the day one and start trusting each other in the relationship since day one. We had our own ups and downs and we had our own issues, but luckily we are here today where we seek outside help. We got therapy, we got different people coming and talking to us. We had, you know, differences of our opinions and everything, but for you guys it is very very important since the day one that you get married, start developing that conversation, start developing that bond, because उस समय जो आप लोग रिलेशनशिप में कन्वर्जेशन बिल्ड करते हो, ट्रस्ट बिल्ड करते हो, वो ही पूरी जर्नी को आगे लेके जाएगा. अगर आपने मैरिज के स्टार्ट में झगड़े करने चालू कर दिए, एक दूसरे से अलग रहना चालू कर दिया, एक दूसरों की बातें नहीं समझने आ रही है तुम लोगों को, एंड यू गाइज आर फाइटिंग ऑन स्मॉलर इश्यूज, देन योर रिलेशनशिप विल नेवर गो एनीवेयर. Trust me guys, hold each other's hand and live forever.
And be a team.
Yeah.
Don't forget that, because we had forgotten.
Yeah.
You and I, when we got married, we promised to be a team together.
Yeah.
You have to be a united front in front of everybody.
Yeah.
अगर आप दोनों के बीच में ही डिफरेंसेस हैं, तो कोई भी तीसरा आके बम फोड़ के चला जाएगा. डिवाइड एंड रूल पॉलिसी बहुत आसानी से काम करेगी.
Yeah.
जो बहुत सारे इंडियन हाउस होल्ड्स में होती है.
Yeah, true, true.
कि तुमको दिख गया कि बेटा हमारी बात सुनेगा, बहू की बात नहीं सुनेगा, तो बस हम बहू के अगेंस्ट उसके कान भरना चालू कर देते हैं.
Yeah.
एंड आई नेवर अंडरस्टैंड दिस
Whole
कि
concept.
पेरेंट्स ये क्यों करते हैं. जब हमें शादी नहीं करनी होती है तो हमें शादी कराई जाती है.
Yeah.
बोल बोल के कि शादी कर लो शादी कर लो शादी कर लो. और जब शादी हो जाती है तो जिस बंदी से शादी हुई है उसी से उनको जीवन भर की प्रॉब्लम हो जाती है.
Yeah, yeah.
जो बंदी कल की आई है,
Yeah.
जिसको तुम जानते भी नहीं हो, जिसकी लाइफ भी तुम्हारे साथ नहीं थी, जिसने तुम्हारा कुछ नहीं बिगाड़ा, तुमको उसी से सबसे जीवन भर की प्रॉब्लम हो जाती है. और फिर तुम उसी को अपने बेटे से दूर रखने की जी जान लगा के कोशिश करते हो. तो कोई तो चालू करो.
Yeah.
कोई तो कोचिंग क्लास चालू करो.
शाम कर लेंगे.
माँ बाप की कोचिंग क्लास लगाओ यार. हम कितनी IIT JEE और इन सब की कोचिंग क्लास लगाएं. कोई माँ बाप की कोचिंग क्लास लगाओ कि शादी के बाद अपने बच्चों को जीने कैसे दिया जाए.
शांत करो दारी भीम, शांत हो जाओ.
This is the need of the hour. Please startup guys, Bangalore guys, if you're listening to me, Shark Tank people, if you're listening to me, please start this. Like course era होता है, वैसे course para होना चाहिए. For parents. Course para.
Courses for parents. Course para.
Yeah.
It's a good idea, sure. We've decided the
मैं
name.
बोल रहे ना, कोई स्टार्टअप वाला, कोई शार्क टैंक वाला सुन लो प्लीज मेरी बात. ऐसा कोई कोर्स चालू करो जहाँ पे मम्मी पापा की ट्रेनिंग हो सके कि अपने बच्चों को शादी के बाद जीने कैसे देना है. Okay. And again, I am also appealing to those parents who are the coolest, who are the sweetest, and who are uplifting their kids and telling them जा सिमरन और उसका पति जा जी ले अपनी जिंदगी. So if you guys are listening, I will get those classes started with you. Master class करते हैं हम लोग
आप
मिलके
करते
online.
हैं, बिल्कुल. Alright guys, thank you so much for listening to us. Last 3-4 episodes have been brilliant for both of us because we have kind of said those unsaid things which were there in our heart, and the whole purpose of our podcast is becoming into reality.
Yeah.
Which was that we will start healing ourselves and we will start, building our whole life together one more time after whatever we have gone through. We had a lot of differences of opinions, differences of thoughts that is there. We, when the journey was happening after marriage, we left
We kept a lot to ourselves.
ourselves. Yeah.
So by saying these things, sharing these things with you guys, we are also saying it to each other,
Yeah.
and we are also apologizing to each other
Yeah.
for sometimes being very stupid
Yeah.
in our relationships, and sometimes being very unaware of the other person's pain
Yeah.
and what the other person was going through, because we were so consumed by our own self.
At that point of time.
And also there is a lot of gratitude for, like, I really thank Karan for,
Yeah.
for being the man that he is.
Yeah.
And Karan also thanks me every single time. So apologies and gratitude are our two most important pillars of this podcast and our life.
Yeah.
And this podcast is just giving us one more way to do that.
Yeah.
So once again reminding you that you are not alone in this. Learn from our mistakes. Do not make this raita in your life. It does not taste good. Also,
And do not forget that we are with you in
In
happily
happily
whatever
whatever
after.
after.
Alright guys, thank you for listening to us. We are available on all social media platforms under the name of Happily Whatever After. Please do like, share and subscribe, and also do write to us for any
for any questions that you have, any queries that you have, any help that we can provide you, or even if you just want a friend to listen to your problems, we are always here as a friend, not as a therapist, as a friend.
yeah.
And also, you can also give us some topics that you want us to discuss about,
Yeah.
or do you want us to share our raita on.
Yeah.
You got it? Give us those topics on email happilywhateverafterpod@gmail.com. You will also find the same in the episode description. Thank you so much for listening to us. We will be back next week.
See you guys.